Good morning, everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my proposal on the Sustainable Fisheries Management Plan for tuna. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Celine Benjamin. I am second year student of Bachelor Science Aquaculture from University Malaysia Sabah. Today, I will outline the importance of sustainable fisheries management, discuss the current status of tuna fisheries in Sabah, and present a comprehensive plan that aligns with international best practice and supports the principle of the blue economy. By implementing this plan, we can ensure the long-term viability of tuna fisheries while preserving our marine ecosystem and supporting the livelihoods of local communities. Let's dive in. Tuna fisheries in Sabah are very important to our economy due to high consumer demand and consequent high prices. However, there are worries regarding the long-term viability of the tuna fishing industry as it is currently stands. Recent data show an upward trend in tuna catches, which may pose a threat of overfishing. This type of fishing is not only detrimental to the marine ecology as a whole, but also to the tuna population. A sustainable fisheries management plan is essential to overcoming this obstacle. To develop an effective plan, we can draw insights from international best practice in tuna fisheries management. Both the United Kingdom government's fisheries management plan and that of the Southeast Asian Fisheries Development Center (SIFDEC) are useful guides. Scientific stock assessment, ecosystem-based methods, and stakeholders collaboration are all emphasized in these programs. Using these methods, we can create a solid system for managing tuna in Sabah. The ideas of the blue economy, which have been adopted by the government of Malaysia, are aligned with the plan that we have proposed. The blue economy is an initiative that encourages environmentally responsible economic growth while also protecting maritime resources. Not only will the conservation of this precious species be helped by the implementation of sustainable fisheries management practice for tuna in Sabah, but it will also contribute to the economic growth of coastal towns. We can release the full potential of our marine resources if we make sustainability a top priority. This benefit will accrue to future generations. The global community has recently shown its dedication to sustainable tuna fisheries management through a number of international agreements and rules. The significance of preserving tuna stocks is highlighted by the May 2023 Agreement on Sustainable Management of Big Ice Tuna in the Indian Ocean. Guidelines for the ethical fishing can be found in the FAO Code of Conduct for Responsible Fisheries. Our management strategy will be more cohesive and efficient if we take into account relevant international treaties and regulations. Now, let's delve into the proposed tuna fishery management plan for Sabah. This comprehensive plan includes several key components to ensure the sustainable management of tuna. Stock assessment and monitoring. Conduct regular assessments of tuna stocks to understand population dynamics and ensure sustainable harvesting levels. Implement monitoring programs to track tuna population, fishing efforts, and compliance with regulation. Fishing gear and vessel regulation. Promote the use of selective and environmentally friendly fishing gear to reduce bycatch and minimize habitat destruction. Enforce vessel size limits and fishing gear specification to prevent overcapacity and excessive fishing gear. Fishing session and catch limits. Establish appropriate fishing seasons based on tuna migrations patterns and breeding cycles to safeguard reproductive stocks. Implement catch limits that reflect the sustainable harvest level determined by scientific assessment. Last, ecosystem approach. Adopt an ecosystem-based approach by considering the interaction between tuna and other marine species as well as their habitat requirements. Protect critical habitats and implement measures to reduce the impact of fishing activities on the broader marine ecosystem. Implementing the tuna fishery management plan will have significant socio-economic benefit for local communities. Steady supply for the fishing industry and the people who rely on it can be ensured if fisheries are managed sustainably, which can lead to higher population of tuna. The natural resources that ensure food security, tourism opportunities, and cultural heritage are all protected when the maritime ecology is maintained. However, there are also issues that need to be addressed, such as the impact of rules on small scale fishes and the need for other livelihood options. For the tuna fishery management plan to be successful, it is essential that stakeholders be effectively engaged. There needs to be cooperation between government agencies, fishermen, NGO, and local population. In order to foster a culture of responsibility and ownership among all parties involved, we advise instituting a participative management strategy. Awareness of comprehension of sustainable fisheries practice will be increased through capacity building efforts such as training programs, workshops, and educational campaigns. Implementing the tuna fishery management plan will require adequate funding and resources. We can explore various funding sources such as government grants, international organizations, and public-private partnerships. Furthermore, by showcasing the long-term economic benefits of sustainable fisheries, we can attract investment from stakeholders who recognize the value of responsible resource management. A cost benefit analysis will demonstrate that the investment in sustainable fisheries management is both financially viable and environmentally responsible. In conclusion, the proposed tuna fishery management plan presents a comprehensive and sustainable approach to address the challenges faced by tuna fisheries in Sabah, Malaysia. By incorporating international best practice, aligning with the principles of the blue economy, and adhering to international agreements and regulation, we can ensure the long-term viability of tuna population while supporting the socio-economic well-being of local communities. Believe that this proposal is worthy of presenting to the Economic Plan Unit (EPU) for their consideration and support. The next steps involve refining the plan based on feedback, seeking endorsement from relevant sector stakeholders, and presenting it to the EPU to pave the way for sustainable fisheries management in Sabah. These valuable insights and research have contributed significantly to the development of this plan. Thank you for your time and attention. I am happy to address any question or concern you may have.